I'm it, and then we're all playing, and then you scare me, and then I just wait for Joe to say something.
Okay, say it again, say it again, say it again. Woo!
What's wrong, Neil?
Hello everybody, and welcome to this video. Hopefully by now you've seen our latest short film, Scare Tag, which is currently up on the YouTube channel. So please, before you watch this video, go and check that out. Comment, leave us your thoughts. We want to know everything you think. This has been a project in the making for a very long time, and so we're excited and glad that it's out there to the world and it's done. I mean, it's been done for a minute, but now we can kind of openly talk about it and go into some things, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. We've done many a making of videos for a bunch of our short films in the past. There's a lot that went into this project, and I just have been dying to talk about it, so I figured I might as well just make a full-on video about it, and hopefully you enjoy it. So hey, if you've never seen us before, you've never seen the stuff that we do on this channel, be sure to subscribe, check out all of our short films and behind-the-scenes videos, our podcast, and also hit the like button if you like this. And again, go check out Scare Tag.
Should I not swing my arms out of your It's mostly your legs. Hey, you go by so quick. Okay.
You're so speedy.
Can I
Take some slack.
let me see you crawl?
Just so you take it out of the
Yeah,
just
Let's see you crawl.
right above it. Just kind of just leave it there.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like the
You
crawl.
can.
We'll do both. Okay, the crawl look pretty cool. Okay.
So the idea of Scare Tag just came from the game itself. It was a game that I played with all of my friends, and then it just eventually became the story about grief and how people deal with the loss of a loved one. That started to resonate with me a whole lot more, just, you know, stuff in my personal life, and then I think just people in general. The older you get, the more death you experience, and I thought it'd be interesting to create all these characters, and each character perceives the death of this loved one in various ways. And that really helped me form the story and how everything kind of comes together. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it, I'm not the best writer. So the script had a lot of improvements to be made. A lot of that was large part because of Cody. Cody has always been incredibly helpful with me and when it comes to writing and just the filmmaking process in general. So my first bit of advice, find yourself a Cody. Thanks, Cody.
Hey, no problem, buddy.
So now that the script was ready to go, it was really about putting together the cast and the crew, and I wanted this to be a little bit of a different piece. I wanted it to be longer. I wanted it to be more emotional, have more characters. We've worked with Grace many times. We threw Brian in there. We threw Alex in there. I'd worked with Alex on a short film called Elf on the Shelf, and I thought he was really great, so being able to bring him on board, I know he was very excited about that. Cody was gonna be in it as well, because duh, Cody's gotta be in it somewhere.
I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. No, we're fine. We're finding out the timing right now.
And then a good friend of ours, Patrick Hogue, we just talked for months about the character and went back and forth. Everybody was super passionate about the script and especially their characters. And so because this was such a big cast, I really wanted to sit and have a one-on-one with each actor and go through the character. I just, as a director, wanted to be as prepared as I possibly could. All of that leading up to a full-on table read, which I essentially just cut together as sort of a timing / mock edit mixed in with a bunch of storyboards, and that just further helped me in the entire process of everything.
Mallory, Jesus.
I'm so sorry. You were gone so long, we thought you left. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
So during all of that, we were looking for locations, but we actually got very lucky. We got to film at my aunt's house, which was such a blessing for all of us because one, we didn't have to pay for it, and two, it's a beautiful home, and I knew the exact spots where we can film specific scenes.
One game, that's it.
We had that as our main location. Our DP, Remsen Allers, the most wonderful, beautiful human being on the planet. And we just did a big walkthrough of the entire house. Those mixed in with the storyboard, we just started kind of piecing everything together. And from there, we were able to come up with our schedule for the production of Scare Tag.
Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K
Ooh,
with a
get it.
Zeiss CP2.
Zeiss.
We got 4 of them.
Woo! and we're using all of them, damn it.
We sure will.
So then day one, we started filming. I believe the first scene we shot was with Brian and Patrick in the dining room. All the while, Cody is getting a bunch of makeup done to him because he needed to be a spooky ghost dead person. And that was really fun to see too. Cody was just sitting in a makeup chair for, you know, an hour or two, getting a bunch of stuff done to him. Trying to get his contacts in his eyes was a journey.
Just blink.
Yeah, blink. We good? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, one eye went in pretty well, but then the other one, it was like a team effort.
Why is it popping in, popping in?
Oh,
Oh my God, it's got it!
Alright, you can give it another shot.
Got it.
So one of the biggest shots of the first night was Sam revealing himself to Neil, and Cody is dressed up in all this makeup with his contact lenses, and it was a huge moment. It turned out exactly how I envisioned it, and I was super, super happy with it. And I think I was the most nervous about it too, because it's such a big moment, and I think it works really, really well. Plus, we had a lot of fun shooting that scene. The second night was a little bit longer, or at least it felt a lot longer, because that was all the fire pit stuff. And that unfortunately happened on the hottest night of the year. I don't know if it was the hottest night, but it definitely felt like it. And shooting that scene was really cool because it was almost like a play that everybody could just run through the entire scene all together. I just think we could have done that a little bit quicker because we ran into an issue where we had to cut an entire scene. It was a beat for us to get from one thing to another, so we just had to course correct and change it to something else. And those are things that come with filmmaking in general. You're always gonna change directions. You're gonna have to think on the spot. Those are just things that I'm trying to learn more as a director, and really just commanding that set and moving things forward. And that's what we do. We learn, we adapt, we move on, and we hopefully do better the next time. We shot that night until 5 in the morning. We shot the final scene with everybody looking into the window. That was the last thing that we shot that night, and everybody was like dancing and still having fun. I think I got a little stressed at one point just because it was getting so late. I'm glad that everybody was in good spirit and we were having a good time.
He was like too far forward.
Sorry.
Like weird.
Yeah.
You go that-
I'll be more up straight.
And then the third night was mostly just Patrick and Grace doing their scenes. The opening scene, and then in the middle of Scare Tag, and those scenes definitely are connected with each other. And it was an emotional night because Patrick is really letting loose and just being completely vulnerable with this character. He really blew me away. And the same goes for Grace. I mean, Grace, putting her in our short films is always a no-brainer, but she continues to outdo herself and really impress the hell out of everybody on set. I love working with these people. They're fantastic. Everybody was really great to work with, so yeah, acting's pretty cool.
Do you want me to stay to the left? Sorry, I'm fucking around.
Arthur adopted the move.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And on that final night, we shot probably, I don't know if it was the hardest thing, but we did a little oneer when Neil first enters the house. It was important for us to establish the tone going inside of the house. We're obviously building up to something spooky. Everything is shot kind of standard and on sticks at the beginning. And then once we get inside of the house, we wanted to switch it up a little bit. So we go from sticks to a small little gimbal, a tiny little oneer. You know, we love our oneers. We do. We have a whole short film where we did one on it. So throwing one of those in there for the sake of throwing it in there wasn't necessarily the case, but we felt like this was appropriate to do. Kind of establishes the house a little bit, gets you familiar with it, and we see some spooky Cody in the background too. That's always my favorite, the background stuff. And we've been working with Remsen, our DP, for many years now, and he really has taken our work to the next level. It's always amazing to see what he can do, and he always understands the vision that we're going for and helps bring it to life.
What was that rap on?
That's a wrap on the Paris house, and that's a wrap on Remsen.
It's too late.
And we were essentially done with the main course of the production. There were a couple additional shoots that we did. We filmed in September and we had a nice cut of the short for a couple of months, but they were still missing some of those flashback scenes. So on Christmas Day, I went back to my aunt's house and filmed my cousins as the younger versions of Cody and Patrick's characters. That was really fun. I've had cousins in the past, and when we did our short film, The Shape, throw a family in there if you can. It's also free. Don't look at me. Look at this way. Stop posing for the camera. Yeah, go, 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 go. And there are a couple tiny little effects. The effects that we usually do in our shorts, aside from like, I don't know, Teddy, when we actually had somebody working on it, it's all in Premiere. It's all tiny things that I've been able to do myself. The Cody reflection on the picture frame was just me messing around in Premiere, putting his head on the poster frame and having it move a little bit. And then the finale of the short film where everyone is staring in the window at Sam's ghostly reflection. That was a little bit of tweaking as well. Our good friend Adam Plavic helped us out with that one, because we did shoot it two different ways. We shot it naturally in front of the window. There was a middle part of that window that I wanted removed, so we ended up just shooting it normally and then reversing the shot. Then Adam put some distortion on it. We fixed up the window frame just so it can be one giant window. We wanted it to mirror that very first shot. We wanted it to be a picture frame of the window frame for the finale, so that way all of that would tie together, and it was great.
All these
Look how
Photoshops
cute we are.
are so good. I genuinely thought that was a Photoshop for a second. I'm like, how did you make it look really real?
This one with you in the back looks pretty fucking great.
But this time around, because we were kind of waiting on a couple of different shots that we needed, we were able to just sort of sit with the short film, kind of let it breathe a little bit. In general, when we're making videos for YouTube, whether they're short films or sketches, we want to get them up in a timely manner. This also goes for any sort of project that you're working on when you're really focusing on it nonstop. Sitting on projects and taking a little bit of a break lets you sort of come back to it with a nice fresh set of eyes, because you're so focused on something. You almost have tunnel vision and you sort of get this creative high. You're stressing out over the smallest little details. Being able to take that break is really refreshing, and it allows you to see things differently, change it up, work things out. Obviously, there are plus and minuses to every single project, taking your time on some, rushing stuff out. We've literally done a 48-hour film festival, and our mindset was completely different that time around. So regardless, I think the most important thing is to surround yourself with a really great crew. But in the end, I'm incredibly proud of this project. I had so much fun making this with all my friends, and I learned a lot of lessons. Just go out there and have fun, make some cool shit, and I cannot wait to do the same thing on the next project, but better. And that's the full breakdown of ScareTag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more information about ScareTag, or you want to see more behind the scenes, please be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. I do a series over there called Behind the Edit, where I go through our entire timelines for all of our short films. There's a whole bunch of stuff over there, and plus a bevy of wonderful content on our Patreon. Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. It really does help us out here on the channel. Leave a comment down below, your thoughts on ScareTag. If you have any questions about the short film in general, please let me know. And thank you for watching. Appreciate you. See you on the next one. Maybe.